So here's the problem. A lot of beginners think that it's really difficult to make a high ticket product. I think it's really difficult to create a $1,000 or $2,000 course because, well, of course it's hard. It's a $2,000 course. It must be harder than putting together a $25 ebook, right? Wrong. Wrong. And I used to believe that, so I totally get it. But I used to believe that putting an ebook together was so much easier than putting together a course. I couldn't have been further from the truth. Putting together an ebook takes just as long, if not longer, depending on how in-depth the ebook is, takes just as long, if not longer, than putting together a high-ticket course. And that might sound crazy. Like, how is it possible for a $20 ebook to be harder to put together than a $2,000 course? Well, because when you're putting together an ebook, it's all just like, all you're doing is typing in a bunch of like, you're typing and each sentence needs to make sense and you have to edit it and you got to format it, you got to make it look good and you got to make the chapters all flow together really nicely. And it's like, that can take days, weeks, months, potentially years to put together for you to be really, really happy with the ebook. Whereas a course, a high ticket coaching program that you can sell for $2,000, meaning you sell one high ticket coaching program, it's equivalent to selling like 100 ebooks at $20 a piece. Would you rather sell 100 ebooks or just one of these courses? Well, how hard can one of these courses be to put together? Let's find out. When you're putting together a high ticket coaching program, you only need to think about what's the end result I want that course to get people. Let's say you want to help people lose weight. Okay, I want to help them lose weight. What do people really need to lose weight? Well, from what I found, the data that I've seen shows that all people really need is, in your high ticket course, they need an educational component so they can learn. They need a community component so they can feel like they're part of something bigger than just themselves. They can feel connected. And then they need a support program, a support aspect to it. So you have educational component, a community component, and a support component. All right, well, now that we've broken down the three components that are necessary for people to succeed in your program, now it's like, okay, what do those actually look like? Well, the educational component, it's videos. So people need genuinely helpful videos. Not a lot. In fact, the less the better. The less videos they need to watch to get the result, the better. In fact, in a perfect world, somebody buys your high ticket weight loss program for $2,000. As soon as they buy it, boom, they lose the weight. That's in the perfect world. So you gotta think like that. When somebody buys your program, ideally they don't have to do anything. They hang up the phone and they got the result. Your program should be as close to nothing as possible. All people give a shit about is the result. Forget the fluff. So what do you got to give them in the program? You got to give them helpful, genuinely helpful step-by-step videos on how to achieve that result. And there might be phases to this approach. If you're helping someone lose weight, maybe the first phase is they got to get the mindset right. Maybe the next phase is they have to get their diet right. Maybe the next phase is they have to get their fitness right. The next phase might be they have to get their lifestyle right. Right? So you break it up into like 4 sections, and each section maybe has like 2 or 3, 4 or 5 videos tops showing how to master each section. And you can break it down into further detail if you want, but point is, you only need a few videos per section. And these videos, it can just be you talking on camera, or it can be you sharing your screen on a computer, or it can be you have your tripod set up and filming you cooking something in the kitchen. Like, they don't need to be masterclass quality. They don't need to be Hollywood quality. It just needs to be helpful. Okay? So that's the first thing. The educational component, it's simply videos. And you can upload these videos to YouTube as unlisted, and you can give them to people so they can watch them on YouTube once they're in your program. So that's the first component. The second component is the community component. And community is very easy to provide nowadays, thanks to Facebook. You simply create a Facebook group, boom, you have your community. Okay? So now we've got the educational component, we have the community component, and the third component you need in a high-ticket program is the support component. And so for that, you provide them a Zoom link, and then you show up on Zoom every week or multiple times a week to answer questions, provide support, provide feedback, give them your opinion, give them your overview and insights on what they're doing. That's it. That's the high-ticket program. The hardest part about that is maybe filming the videos, but filming videos is arguably a lot easier than writing an ebook because you're just speaking. You're just being yourself, and you're just talking like you would talk to your friends or family, but you're talking to a phone or camera instead. So that's it. Like, you film some videos that are really helpful, really to the point, step by step. You offer support community, and then you offer Zoom coaching calls. That's way easier. I could put together a high ticket coaching program in like 20 minutes. 2 hours to make it like really helpful and actually worth $2,000 probably, but I could create like the rough skeleton in 20 minutes. But if I had to put 2 hours into it, I could make it actually worth $2,000. Because again, people just care about the result that they're going to get from joining your program. They don't actually care what's in the program. In fact, in a perfect world, they don't even need your freaking program. Your program's actually in the way. Your program is in the way of them getting the result. So you want to minimize the friction between them signing up and them getting the result. So you get the educational component, you got this support community component, and the support component. That's it. So again, 20 minutes to throw all that together, and another couple hours to actually make it really good. If you want to make it like ultra good and put your heart and soul into it, fine, take a couple days. There's no rush. But I'm just saying, like, it's way faster than putting together an ebook. If I was to put together an ebook from scratch right now, it would take me at least a good week to make it really, really good. But if you gave me half that time, you gave me 3 or 4 days to put together a high ticket program, oh my God, like that's plenty. I could in a couple days, I could film like 8 hours worth of really kick-ass content. And Facebook group takes 10 minutes to set up. Zoom links takes 10 minutes to set up. Done. So don't think putting together a high ticket program is harder than putting together an ebook. It's not. And if you want help putting together a high ticket program that actually sells, or maybe you already have a high ticket program that's not selling that well, and you want some help selling it, or you're just not really sure, you're not really clear on what your offer is for a high ticket program, what your offer should be or could be or might be, or maybe you have a bunch of ideas and you just want to pin it down and narrow it down, I'd be happy to hop on a call with you and discuss what it would look like for you to get some help with that. What I'm doing right now is I'm offering free calls with people. I'm offering free 90-day freedom plans. So if you want to hop on a 90-day freedom plan call with me, I'll be happy to walk you through what you can do over the next 90 days to put together your high ticket program. And then at the end of that phone call, if you want to execute on that call yourself, by all means, go for it. Or if you want to work on that program with myself, I'll be happy to explain how we could work on it together and what that would look like if you were to join our high ticket program that we have, that again is consisting of an educational component, the best educational component out of any coaching program out there right now, especially for vegan entrepreneurs, in my humble opinion. An awesome Facebook community with a bunch of vegan business owners in there, helping one another out. And then Zoom calls 7 days a week. I just hopped off a Zoom call. 7 days a week. We offer Zoom calls 7 days a week, with Mondays being 2 a day. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we offer Zoom calls twice on those days for just extra support. But again, you don't even care what's in the program. You just care about the result. So the result for you would be creating a $10,000 a month online vegan business. So if you want help with that, click the link in the description of this video, and I'd be happy to hop on a call with you. All right. Peace out. Much love. Adios. Hope to speak with you soon. Bye.